So I've come, God. And so I've come.
Hello! Oh no, the counter is not up there. There we go. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Mania 4Key World Cup 2019. We're having the night shift right now. As I'm speaking, I'm Juan Crystal, commentator for the tournament, joined by Lusty Platypus, commentator
Hello.
and player of the tournament. How are you doing?
Yeah. I just woke up because it's Australia here, so I'm doing the day shift.
Hey, I mean, for
Yeah.
like 90% of the world, this is like, okay, not 90%, but for the UDC portion of the world, this is like night. So
Yeah,
let's
well,
just call it a night shift. It's
we're
not too
we're
late for
ahead
me.
of we're ahead of 90% of the world, so
Dude, if you know, yeah, you know the future now. Tell me, in the future, are
In the
you
future,
playing
what
level
happens?
16?
Look, sources say yes.
Come on, you can do
Yeah,
it. I'm rooting
yeah.
for you.
It's a real tough one. So it's so crazy that bracket. I like the group
Yeah.
that we're in, like the math.
It's actually so infuriating. Like when you're in a situation that doesn't depend on yourself alone, and you depend on others, that's so stressful.
Yeah, it's definitely the most interesting group stage I've ever had, like MWC or not.
Well, hey, we have here the
And this is
schedule.
actually a relevant match as well for
Yeah,
us.
this is a pretty relevant match, you know, because here's the deal. Like, you don't necessarily need to hope for all the results if Venezuela can take points out of Japan here.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was having like when I was getting up and getting ready, like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, if someone drops a point against Venezuela, like, what happens then?
Yeah, Venezuela is like the wild card here. I'm really sad that they didn't show up against Russia, because that have been a very important match for the group.
Yeah, but hopefully they'll be here for Venezuela versus Japan, and then straight after that we have our match as well.
Yeah, this is pretty much deciding the fate of the group. Like, obviously, the very important match is like Russia versus Japan, but you don't have to count Venezuela out yet, and you also need to consider that any point that Venezuela can take out of like Japan or your team Australia, it's gonna mean a lot for the qualification battle there. That's a three-horse race for sure.
Yeah, Japan versus Russia is the big match, but Venezuela definitely has influence over the group more so than like the lower seeded team normally would.
Every point matters. We're reaching that point of the game.
Yeah. We just gotta like be like, all right, me, stop choking.
That will be a good start.
Yeah.
Oh, Misa is around.
Oh, that's definitely an improvement for like the Misa and a father missing from yesterday. Arguably is what let us Australia win against Japan in the first place. So Misa being here is definitely a big improvement for Japan.
Oh my god. Okay, we're having Fuwanity as the warm-up here, it seems. Selected by Team Japan.
Matched by Liko.
I love that nickname. Oh man.
God.
I'm nervous. I'm not even on Australian, I'm
Sharp
nervous.
little song. It's a sharp little song. Oh no.
Oh yes.
The biggest brain play, just picking stamina maps as your warm.
Hey. Maybe they just want to tire Venezuela up so they have an advantage.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they picked a fairly long map against us as well. It was just like jump stream, hand stream. It's like 3 minutes long. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing the same thing.
Oh man. Well, as we were mentioning before, this match is really important for the qualification battle here. As we know it, Australia is currently second on the group with a 1-1 record, and the Russian Federations are topping this group on a 2-0 record. Japan and Venezuela, both of these teams have a record of 0-1 so far. But none of these teams are eliminated yet. None of these teams are qualified yet. So this match is gonna mean way more than it will initially expected it to matter. Yep.
We still have, including this match, we still have 3 matches in this group to go. So you get Japan versus Venezuela, Australia versus Venezuela, and then Russia versus Japan. And pretty much all of them are very important matches.
Every single one of them. Like Japan is forced to win both if they want to qualify.
Because no one's actually safe, really.
I think the safest team right now is like Russia, but
yeah, they're the safest.
You know,
they've already got 2 wins, but it's weird because even though they have 2 wins, they could still get kicked out.
Yeah, and even one of their wins was 5-0, so
yeah.
Not even that makes you like 100% safe. It depends on this matchup though as well, because if Venezuela takes a couple points from Japan, I think that no matter what happens, then Russia will be qualified.
Right. And then it depends on Australia versus Venezuela's result. Or am I wrong there? I mean, there's like probably some weird corner case where it changes, like the math is too hard to do in your head.
Oh my god. So, this is the thing. I'm gonna make the obvious question, because I feel I have to. Which team are you rooting for here?
Well, I feel like I'm obliged to root for Venezuela, just on principle of it is in my best interest to. Although, Japan, I've historically followed Japan as a team in NWC, like in their performance. So it's kind of hard for me to just pick one.
I see, I know.
Because like normally in any other case, I'd just be like, yeah, I'd pick Japan because like I normally follow them, and then but this time, I kind of need Venezuela to win.
At least take some points. Japan can still take the win.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a blast.
Win batting show or something. I don't know.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
That was the thing though. We banned batting show both matches because we weren't that confident in our scores. But I think, looking in hindsight, I think our scores were actually decent on that. We could have banned something else, but I don't think we had a third as well. It's kind of awkward. Looks like we were waiting on Edvo to download the map. The old 10 kilobytes per second.
Yo, that's hype. That's like 5 times more than before.
That's hype.
I think we just listened to this song that is like extremely long, like 5 times already.
We've been through it a few times.
Okay, we have a player already for Venezuela.
Oh, they're done. He's done.
Are they though? Like Chichi's done, but I don't know about Edbo.
They get in there.
So if he's downloading at 10 kilobytes per second and the map is about 4 megabytes, which I assume it is, it will be 400 seconds, which is equivalent to about a lot of time. Which would be like 6 minutes and a half?
Yeah, it's like, 6.5, just a bit over. 6 minutes 40 seconds.
That's like listening to
it's the marathon
to like 1.7 times.
It's the marathon version of downloading the map.
Yeah. Can we make this a warm-up now? Like,
yeah, just
a warm-up pick.
Mate, someone map us talking about the like MWC and everything that's going on with this playing in the background,
I mean, it happened once. Like, I
6
remember
minutes.
the caterpillar story back in
Yeah.
summer. That was mapped.
I'm so sad that that is over 5 minutes because it would be my warm up every time.
I mean, you can pick it if you make it through the group stage.
Yeah, I'll shortcut it. The caterpillar story, TV size.
Hey, we finally get some anime into this tournament.
It's about time. Surely that can be like a finals SVP, right? Well, we're going.
Yeah.
Well, there's the MP start. It's happening.
Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting with the warm-ups.
At
At least
least
you got time
the
to wake up.
other warm-ups. Yeah, at least the other warm-ups not going to take as long to download because it'll be their warm-up.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
you never know what's gonna happen.
I don't think Edver is in.
I mean, considering he was like taking a lot of time to download, he probably doesn't have the map. Why are they not skipping the intro?
He just really likes this song. Oh, we got aborted. Oh no, wait, what happened?
Oh. So we have 400 combo in already.
Alright, here we are. We've done it. We're in.
We are in.
Unfortunately, I don't think Edvo is in.
Yeah, he didn't get to download the map in time. I think I know the song by memory already after all this time.
Yeah, I know, right?
And it just goes
Yeah.
on.
And then, yeah, you just got like some cuts from like some anime, and then there you go. It's like every shuffle
Yeah.
song.
Add random cute anime K-on girls samples in the background and you have a DJ Charmnet song.
Well, this is.
So
Quite
here's
the map.
a question. If we do the math, will Edvo finish the warm-up downloading before the map is over or before the match?
How long is it? It's 4 minutes, I think, because we've listened to it like 3 times already. So surely, surely that'll be like 12 minutes that we have to download the map. If he's going at 10 kilobytes per second the whole time.
Oh boy.
This is pretty much what you'd expect from anything that has the name DJ Sharpnel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just hand streams for 4 minutes straight.
I'm actually concerned about Edvo, not because he didn't get to download the warm-up, but will he be able to connect to the tourney client? Like, will he have a stable connection?
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Oh, Miss actually. Oh, well, yeah, he's just mashing.
No.
Oh, is he? It's actually sad that the red team score is so large in the field that I cannot see Miss's hit concentration.
Yes. It's been covered up. Hey.
And it's actually gonna we're not gonna see crew K soon if this goes on.
Yeah, if it keeps going. Oh wait, I thought GT was gonna fail, and then it was gonna go over crew K's hit error.
That could be the case.
It was so close as well. They like full locked on one of the hand streams and almost failed. What a brutal warm up there for group stage.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, I'll say. I'm actually a bit scared though. Let's go by JD.
Yeah.
It's actually very solid.
Yeah, Kruke and JH League are very good on the Rice picks.
Okay, we have the bans here between Chile and Taiwan. We see Chile banning Batting Show once more, and Taiwan banning Arc 4. That's actually a very important match too, because Taiwan is very scary this year. They might just pull a very good upset there and qualify through the group stage.
Yeah, I saw some of their scores yesterday, and they were very scary. This like group stage is definitely the place where a lot of upsets happen, and there's like some teams that have like sleeper accuracy players that just get insane scores that you don't expect at all.
I mean, there is always the problem with Taiwan that, and there goes the bottle. There's always this issue with Taiwan that we don't really know how good they are because we don't see them on community tournaments that often.
Oh,
so we have to base ourselves on their scores, and that, like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Wait, that's the first time that Colin gets banned in the tournament by China. I'm not
Colin
surprised
got
that it's
banned.
China.
Oh,
Like Peru
Colin
banning
is
Batting Show? Oh no.
Oh, so Peru banned Batting Show and China is like the backup ban of Calling.
What is this warm-up? What is that background, actually?
Big brain.
Big galaxy brain pick.
Oh, now Chin Chin Ya's not in the lobby. Oh no.
That sounds like a
God, I'm
sample
trying to-
from, like, Pensamento. Like that standard map.
Yeah. This is like, I'm pretty sure this is some Toho stuff, except it's been gachied.
I like that.
The creepy wait, I can't. Creepy Kush. Both of the warm-ups have actually been mapped by players in the lobby.
Oh.
What is happening?
Wait. What is the background noise? Is that?
What is happening?
Wait, okay. Oh, we're not listening to the right song. That might be the reason why. This is epic.
Yeah, this is gaming.
Yeah, this is gaming. Gaming moment. I'll just restart the climb.
Well, both teams missing a player in the warm-up.
And they're gone.
And they're all gone. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations! Now the work is complete. We're gonna see you guys on the next match.
First Mania 4K warm-up cup.
You can keep talking, by the way.
What do you mean? It's over.
I mean, yeah, you're right. We're good to go now. I can sleep, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to see what the mapping was like in that warm-up. I was so curious. And now you're telling me that might not have even been the right song? What was the right song one?
I actually have no
What could it have been with that glorious background?
What was it wrong? Wait, what? What? Did you just listen to someone saying what was the right song, Juan? Or I'm just going
No,
crazy?
that was me.
Oh, it was you too. Oh my god, you sounded different. I thought you were mint. I was like, what?
That is my incredible voice acting skills.
Wow. I didn't know Platypus had that skill.
There we go. You learn something new every day. My day has just started and I'm learning. Ooh, the client's back.
No, the song is also wrong still.
Oh god.
Can we get a tiebreaker?
You know I'd love that.
Y lo peor de todo que sin poder. Lo tengo. Empiezo, la saco más que una vez al mes.
Wait, actually, the song was right, wasn't it?
Wait,
What? I just got
Wait.
bamboozled in a stellar level, on a level that I didn't even know existed.
the Venezuela has played the biggest bamboozle possible.
That was like the biggest
I think-
debate I ever said.
I think. Okay, wait. So what happened? Wait. So JH League Girl didn't get in, and because JH League Girl wasn't in, was it playing the lobby's preview of the song while they were playing or something like that?
Yo tomo las decisiones yo. Y si no quiero, él no. Bad Bunny es niña, dice niña.
Oh my god. Seems like the last Venezuelan player now lost internet connection.
Oh god.
I think we might have to swap to another match actually,
Yeah.
if this goes on. We can swap
Yeah.
to Chile versus Taiwan, which is already going. Chile is winning 1-0 at the moment. They won Electro Peaceful by 13,000 points. So let's go to that.
Okay. Ooh, Endymion.
This song is so
Dude.
good, man. I love it.
Yeah. Interesting pick though, considering how Electro Peaceful was the first point to Chile. Whose pick was this?
This was Chile's pick, so
Okay,
I guess it makes
makes sense
sense that way.
So I think Electro Peaceful is more accuracy focused, so even though this is a bit quicker, I think it's similar in terms of accuracy skills if you're comfortable with the pattern. So I'd be willing to bet that this would also be in Chile's favor. However, Taiwan is obviously a bit of a they're unexpectedly good.
Yeah, they're unpredictably good, I'll say. It's the right choice of words.
Yeah, that's true. The seedings this year must have been so difficult.
Oh my god. This is the way you see that Taiwan has so little tournament experience that they don't even know how to change colors on a multiplayer lobby.
Yeah.
Oh man. This is a block of O's that we're having right now. This is a block of
Yeah.
gaming.
Yeah, we're having
Three matches, none of them is advancing.
Yeah, it's all technical difficulties the whole way down.
Well hey, at least China and Peru got something there. They played Magnolia and they won it by 120,000 points. They actually picked Mario Paint as a warm-up. Everyone's gonna do it. Like, I don't see a single team not doing that.
Against China,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Australia will have to map it onto the Avengers theme though.
Oh my god. But hey, we're seeing something. We're seeing a match.
We're seeing this progress.
We are gaming now.
Well, earlier it looks like Taiwan taking an ever so slight accuracy lead. Ola with the 99.8 in the lead on accuracy. And Tuzi also on a 99.8. Tied with Sebakes.
fairly close battle so far, though. Not the greatest of the starts for Chile, at least not for Arcana and Skalim. Skalim, like, Arcana managed to recover a little bit, but Skalim not quite there, so Fula and Tusi are probably going to put the work here to start a comeback for Taiwan as soon as there's another sleep from the Chileans. It's just that Aradori is a little bit behind compared to everybody else. That's the only reason why we're seeing this advantage for Chile, although it's very, very small. The Streels can definitely make up for it.
Yeah, we're getting into the longer trill sections here. We'll see who's comfortable with them or not. Looks like everyone seems to be okay, but you can still rush them quite easily.
Yeah, there were not much difficulty for neither of these teams here. Skalim, though, his accuracy is not quite as high up as he should be. And right now the only thing that remains is the last section, the denser streams. Those could easily trip up any of these players here, and that's probably gonna seal the deal here. The difference is very small. No drops by actually nobody, so that's fairly good. Chile should have this on their backs if they don't drop. And they don't. So there's a win for them, not by the highest of the margins, but 4.4 thousand points. It's pretty good.
A decent lead. Looks like it was just the 200 count that got them there.
Yeah, the ratios in general for Chile are superior here. Although if you compare first to first and second to second, the ratios are actually in favor of Taiwan, but it's just that the third player has a better accuracy in general for Chile, and that makes
quite
up for
close.
Yeah. I reckon with equal 200 counts on both sides, this will have been like, I don't know, about 1,000 points of difference, maybe less.
Yeah, maybe less. It was about like less than 300 golds of difference there. So I could definitely see it being under 1,000 points different.
Whoa, look at the vans! Look at the vans for Japan Venezuela. April showers Arc 4. That means both SVs are open.
Both SVs open. That's an interesting ban. Yeah, SVs are open too. I mean, hopefully we see a batting show. The map is not getting enough love. Sadly, batting show is not open on this match or the other match. Taiwan going for Fire here, the OD6 map. This is an interesting pick, and we've seen that. I personally, I think it's quite a risky pick because it's so chokeable, but it's also so easy to get good accuracy on, where like if you miss, it's so catastrophic.
Yeah, I actually like this pick though from Taiwan, because on Endymion they had overall the better accuracy, at least for the top two players. So if their third can make up for that difference on a map that has lower OD like this one, it really just comes down to not choking, and Taiwan could probably just out-accuracy Chile on this.
That is true. You can see already, like, everyone at the high 99.9s for the most part. A few people dipping into 99.8, but that's still, if this was like an OD8 map, this would be like crazy ratios.
Oh, that was an overextended hole there by Aradori on the second column. No good news there for
that
Taiwan.
section is exactly what I was talking about, where it's high choke potential really early on as well, so you're not quite into like the rhythm of the map either. The combo advantage going towards Chile here, although there is still half the map left, and there's a hell of a lot of mini jacks coming up.
Yeah, of shields actually. But
yeah, there's some mini jacks as well.
Yeah, there are. Like, if there's a miss from Chile, I can definitely see that one taking this pack. The accuracies are not quite behind.
Yeah,
Other
it's
than the
just that
miss here.
miss.
But will Chile miss? I don't know that. I don't actually think that Chile is like likely to miss at any point of this particular beta,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Well, out of the two, between the Trills and the Shields here, the Trills are definitely easier to miss on. But it is definitely possible to miss on mini jacks. It's just if you're being careful and playing it safe, because you don't have to worry about accuracy too much on this map.
You just naturally accurate to
Yeah.
the low the. And that's exactly what's happening to Chile here. They are just taking it through their consistency. The accuracy not being all that important this time around due to the misses. But if we check the ratios this time around, it seems like it was
They
Chile's
all
favor.
got 1-200.
Yep, they all got to 1-200. I think this happened already. But yeah, this time the ratio is actually favoring Chile by a very significant
Yeah.
margin. Every single player in comparison did
yeah.
better.
So I think the miss didn't actually matter, but it would have been close, but it still would have been Chile's favor.
Wow, that's a 2300s play on the Endymion by Donex. Okay then.
20.
20. Yeah.
20.
20. That's ridiculous.
Okay. Okay. So I think that Chile looking to pick some accuracy now, considering how effective it has been for them. So perhaps Apollo 11. Maybe rotary slices. That one's a bit difficult to act.
If you're Chile here, what do you pick? I mean, rotary slices, like you said, might make it framework otherwise, I guess.
Yeah, framework or Apollo.
Well, they actually play Electro Peaceful already, so it should be Apollo 11. Maybe they just go for, I don't know, update.
That's true. You could also go for update. It seems like the hybrid picks seem like the hybrid picks. I think maybe David Chile as well.
It's actually pretty cool to see. Like sometimes you see a matchup and you imagine, okay, this team will probably go for the hybrids because they are more long node oriented, and then you have another team and then you're like, well, this team might go for the hybrids because they are more rice oriented, and then like it's very confusing.
Yeah,
like
it's a bit weird if you're versing a team that's completely all in on rice, but you're still good at rice, but you're also slightly better than them at LN. You'd pick the hybrid picks, and the same goes in the reverse as well.
Okay, they're going
framework.
It's cool. I like this map, and I like this song more than the map, but. This is a dangerous pick by Chile. I think they have the advantage, but it's a very easy map to choke. Those long nodes in the middle, the long node streams with the shields are very tricky to hack. And
Yeah.
I can see some 200s being dropped there.
Looks like we're seeing a swap from Taiwan. Hola. In the lobby now. This pick is actually quite a weird one because it seems like it should be very easy to act, but switching from
But then it's not.
the pedal points to the stream it happens so awkward and like at different intervals that you can't like predict it very easy. Like if you're just watching it, you're like, yeah, that seems easy to accuracy, but then you actually start playing, you're like, when is it actually going to be a stream? I don't know.
Okay, Okay, there's another victory for China, winning by 999,000 points, although the Peruvians had a disconnection. I don't think their third player would have gotten that score, but
Yeah.
the Don X topping the room again with 73 to 300s on Apollo 11. Pretty good score there. Not quite as insane as the Endymion one, though, I'll say
Yeah,
that much.
still crazy there. We're getting into framework here in Chile versus Taiwan.
Yes, indeed. Chile looking very solid here. 3-0 in their favor. OD 9.2 though, that's the brutal part of this map. It's not... I don't think this map would be as hard to act if like the OD was like 8. It would be like fairly tame. But with the OD 9.2, it's ridiculous.
It
The
definitely
map that
throws a
should be
spanner in the
like
works.
tunnel vision, it becomes really hard.
You also have to care on the grace notes. Like, you can't just chord them out. You have to actually hit the grace notes properly if you want to get a good
Rainbow
ratio out of
accuracy,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, which is risky because you can get 200 so easily on them.
Yeah, and so far, so close actually. The scores are flickering back and forth quite so often. OPL is pretty much matching Scalin, but now he's dropped a little bit of accuracy there, some 200s. And Chile will have a somewhat comfortable lead here with those 99.86 for both Arcaner and Seba X.
Yeah, it's slightly going into Chile's favor
Oh,
here.
Arcaner. Arcaner dropping a lot of accuracy there. Seba X dropping only a single 200. But so did Fulla, and scores are getting way closer than before.
Ooh. All the players on Taiwan side sitting around the roughly the same accuracy.
Oh my god, that's
Chile just a
1,000.
slight lead.
1,700 points of difference is what separates these two teams at the moment. And you can compare the accuracies by yourself. You see there's an equal comparison between Fulla and Arcaner. Then between Skalim and OPL, they're the same. But then there's 0.05% between 2C and Seba X. And that's what's keeping Chile afloat. But, you know, at any point you can flicker. There's like ever so small of a margin here. No room for errors.
Coming into the last few sections here.
OPL having issues there with the timing. His accuracy is dropping into the
it's going-
99.65.
This is definitely more court focused, this section, so it's pure act from here.
Yeah, but the scores are still flashing back and forth. It can't go anywhere.
Oh,
Will they do it? Scalin is actually dropping a little bit. Who's gonna be? I think it's Taiwan. No, it's Chile.
It could
Oh,
be
it's
Taiwan.
Taiwan. It's not. It's Chile. Oh, it's Chile actually.
Chile.
Oh, that was so close. That's actually less closer. Now it did look at the initially.
It looks so
but
close. But it's close, but it wasn't like
2,200
100 points close.
2,200 points of difference here. And you see the scores and the ratios are pretty much equal. Like Full and Seba X equal. Skalim and 2C slightly in favor of Skalim. OPL and Arcaner equal. And it's just a 300. The 200 counts are the same as well. 4, 4, 3, 3, and 2, 1. That's like 1 200 of difference.
So it's 1 200 difference in the ratios and everything. It's like that could have been easily decided into Taiwan's favor if something just went a little bit different in their favor.
And we're going to see Apollo 11 here as the pick for Taiwan, potentially the last pick of the match. They're going for a brave call here, actually.
Yeah. This pick is like accuracy stamina. Like for players who can qualify for MWC, it's probably not gonna like tire you out, but the stamina on your accuracy, you will feel that. If you're trying to get good accuracy on this map, you will feel a bit of strain from trying to hit like the really awkward snappings and all that are in the map.
Yeah, the bursty 1/6 here are very, very tricky. And they can definitely catch you off guard. Like because they're very hard to spot music-wise. You kind of have to see them visually, and that can easily cost you a lot of accuracy.
You have to be very careful. We're going to see all zero join on the Taiwan side for this map.
all zero.
All zero.
Creeper. Oh
All zero.
no. I like the song a lot.
Yeah.
Good mix between
Surprised
19s.
it made a
That
comeback for like
Hmm?
like a few weeks. That song made a comeback. We're not talking about the same thing, are we?
I don't think we are. I mean, perhaps we are in a parallel universe. Why is casting matches with you always so ridiculously fun?
I just like as soon as you started talking about it, I'm like, yeah, we're not talking about the same thing.
Absolutely, yeah, we both agree on on each other's opinion, even though we have no clue what we're talking about.
Yeah, we just go with it.
Yeah, that's what a good caster does.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I always say for Apollo 11 that the end is very interesting to watch because I know personally, if I ever drop a 200, it's at the end. Because those weird snappings, they take you like they just come out of nowhere. They surprise you, and you just drop 200s everywhere.
It's very easy to draw 200s on those bursts, indeed, and like I got pretty lucky on my double S run here for the showcase on this map. Like I played it before on another tournament. It was selected, I think, on 2TMT, which is a tournament I played, and I was like, okay, this might work. Let's just play it, and I got a very lucky round on the burst, but
Yeah.
every single time I had like one, maybe two 200s. Every single run, every single burst
Yeah.
was very tricky.
That's like me with calling. I had like 7 scores in a row with 1 200, and then we get into the match, and I actually managed to assess it in the match finally.
Hey, that's like the good old case of PV or choke, like PV or bust.
That's the rule. That is my rule.
I definitely
Oh,
understand
200
that.
early from all 0 there.
You're not gonna see all 0 200s.
Other than
We
that,
actually see Yusei as well replacing Scaling here for Chile.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, Yuze replacing Scarm.
The new player. I mean, new
It's
addition to
actually
the roster.
interesting. I wouldn't have thought that there'd be so many swaps for Apollo 11, considering how well the roster that they had been going for Chile. But maybe the length is too much for Scarlem, or he needs a break or something like that.
I can see maybe this not being as accuracy intensive as the other picks, so you probably just want someone that can just consistently combo through it instead. That's someone
true
that
as
might
well.
just like sharpshoot the accuracy department, but potentially have a miss or a couple 200s on the burst.
Well, you can see that Arcana and Sebaex both have 99.9s here, as well as Tuzi and Fola holding at the 99.9s. Tuzi just going under now. And then
Cool to
the
know,
only
actually.
difference here is between All Zero and Yusei.
It's cool to know that Arcana is actually using Mirror, so
Oh,
I think a reflected score here.
I didn't know that you could use Mirror. I thought it was lobby-wide,
Yeah,
like random. That's good to know.
Scores are very close though, like you were saying. 99.92 for Fula though is really impressive.
It's pretty much that 200 at the moment.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you're right.
Like, the accuracy difference, I would estimate, between Yusei and All Zero was the 1-200 in the intro that he got.
I'll say a little bit more than that, but definitely hurting that 200.
Yeah. Ooh, another 200 accuracy jump there. Oh, but Tuzi! Oh no!
Tuzi finds the first break for Taiwan here, and the lead is skyrocketing in favor of Chile. That is another miss by Tuzi on those bursty 4-2-3s.
Yeah, and they're really awkward to hit, and they can really throw your hand down, so you have to be very careful. to actually hit those properly. But I think that miss is just
That
going to
seals
seal
the
the
deal.
deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see any way for Taiwan to get out of this place other than with a defeat. Unfortunately for them, they proved themselves to be a very solid team, but not quite enough to take down the Chileans, the former top seeds of last year's World
Yeah,
Cup.
they
They have a bunch of experience and it's very hard to
yeah,
overcome.
they're just a little bit too strong. Although Taiwan definitely put up a great fight, even though it was a 5-0, all of these picks were definitely quite close.
Yeah,
Although
we have some
congratulations.
matches like decided by what, like
Yeah.
3,000 points, 4,000 points. It was very
Yeah,
close.
well, there was a few like 2,000 as well. But regardless, congratulations to Chile for the victory. I don't have the actual group up on the stats. Have they played any other matches, Taiwan?
Yeah, they lost against
They
the top
played-
seed of the groups against Brazil, I think it was. Or they actually did they play against? No, they are playing against Brazil now. They played against the unseeded team of that group.
Right, yeah.
Which was Finland, and they won. I'm pretty sure.
So still a chance for them technically.
Well, I mean, yes, absolutely. They can take down Brazil.
Yeah. Upset potential is very real in this tournament though in the group stage.
Yep. I'm also sad to announce that the match between Japan and Venezuela ended up being decided by a default, as Venezuela didn't have enough players to play the match.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is. But now for the next match, I believe we're streaming Singapore versus Mexico, and that's a match for qualification right there.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big one. Although I will not be able to join for it because I will be maybe busy.
Yeah, I mean perhaps. I mean you never know though. Like if you happen to be around and you want to cast, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we'll have to see how things go with the upcoming match.
Well, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But we'll play it safe and say that I won't be around.
But you never really know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, they did show up for Japan's match, but they were having connection problems from what I could see, or what I've heard, so... I mean, even though like a win by default is beneficial for us, it would be nice to be able to play. Like, I'd much prefer to play and like actually have a match than to win by default any day. It feels
like
so
that
bad.
too. Yeah,
Like, it's bad
to win
for
without
both.
playing.
Yeah, it feels cheap.
I mean, I guess in this scenario it's fair, I guess. Venezuela couldn't show up to both of the matches, so
Yeah.
like at least make it fair for everybody. They don't, and nobody gets to play.
No one plays.
You don't play, then you don't play, then
Yeah.
nobody plays.
So we'll have to see. I should probably check who's online actually on our team.
Will you actually show up?
Oh, literally everyone's in on in the voice call.
Waiting for you.
Except for me.
You can go, man. I have your back covered.
Thank you. I'm gonna quickly warm up just in case.
Good luck with that
See
match
you
in
stream.
case you end up playing it.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Yep. And as I'm sticking alone here, I can take questions from the chat if you're curious about anything tournament related. There's about 13 minutes. I don't really feel like cutting the stream. So yeah, hit me with those questions in case you're interested of knowing everything or anything about anything. I'll be waiting for it. My question will be, do you know how Joey is? Oh no. No. If that question is the question I think it is, you're a bad person. What is my prediction between Singapore and Mexico? Oof, it's a very hard one. You see, I think Mexico has a better team, honestly. In fact, when we were doing the seedings, we were very close to put Singapore as a low seed and Mexico as a high seed. But then Singapore has so much tournament experience that they just should be the high seed. And Mexico has been showing against France top seeds that their consistency is quite not as optimal, maybe due to lack of tournament experience. And I think that's the reason why Mexico might not be able to beat Singapore here. If they have, if there's no chokes at all, then Mexico takes this, I'm pretty sure. But I will predict a 5-2 victory for Singapore. So, next question. What is the meaning of life? Well, I mean, watching OSU tournaments, obviously. What team can challenge South Korea this year? Well, I'll mention this a few times, but the US team is looking very scary. Brazil is looking incredibly good as well. And there's teams like are deadly consistent early on, like Thailand, like for example the United Kingdom. Those will probably be the teams to watch out for if you are South Korea. But again, if South Korea tops their groups, they are on the other side of the bracket of all those teams that I just mentioned, so they should be fine until finals. I know finals, the only two teams that can really challenge for those are Brazil and the United States, maybe the United Kingdom. If Thailand can scale through late game, then maybe them, but I'm pretty sure it will be the top three we used to see: Brazil, US, and China and the South Koreans. What do you think of Mopi and Leaf? I actually don't know Mopi or Mope or whatever you want to call it. Leaf I like. Leaf has good songs. They're pretty good. Why Mania gets so little ranked maps? Well, partially because we have very low amount of BNs, and also because there's a lot of mappers that just don't bother on ranking stuff, that they have potential to make really good stuff, that make really good maps, but they don't want to go through the process of making a diff spread, of making a hit sound. So all those things, they just don't bother, and that's the reason why we don't get that many ranked maps. Philippines versus Hong Kong thoughts. I'm pretty sure Philippines is gonna sweep with not many issues. Philippines is looking very, very scary this year, and Hong Kong is the unseeded. They'll have to fight very hard if they want to take some points. Brazil versus Taiwan, going for Manitos or Taiwan? Brazil, absolutely. My money's on Brazil. I think Brazil is actually gonna win the whole tournament, so I wouldn't doubt that they can pull the win off here. Who's the best performing team so far? That's a very interesting question, actually. We haven't seen the entirety of the teams playing, but I think Thailand is like the most consistent team overall, and the United States is the most like sharp shooting team so far that we have seen. Brazil is very close too. What's your favorite map in the group and why is it batting show? Well, batting show obviously because it's the SV map and I like SV maps. Not to play them, but to watch them. That's a lot of questions, I didn't expect that many. That's good though. So what's next? Juan, can I get a color referral on the other server? Yes, you can. Remind me when I'm not doing streams or sleeping or commentating, and I can do that for sure. Is Sonix playing for Mexico? I actually don't remember, so go check the wiki to know if he's actually playing. Hi, I started playing Mania about 4 months ago, but I have been stuck around the 4.2 star mark for about a month. Any tips to get better? Well, as boring as it sounds, the best tip that a player can advise you is just play more. Honestly, the only real way to improve this game is just playing more. But you can do some optimizations that could help you out. Those you will figure out with time. But setting up a specific scroll speed that suits your reading will help your improvement a lot. If you have no problems reading faster scroll speeds, then you should aim for that because the notes get less dense, so it should be easier to read when it comes to harder charts. You can try to go for hidden, maybe to like have a smaller window of like a smaller perspective of what you can see and what you cannot see, and that helps some people. can make skin adjustments, not using the default skin, or maybe making the columns wider. There's a lot of things you can do if you want to improve, and they are all up to personal taste. So I can't really help you out with that, only like telling you that those elements exist and you can change them in order to suit you better. Favorite mapper? Very hard question. I don't know actually. I wouldn't know. It depends. I have favorite maps, but not mappers really. I feel that there's not a single mapper that I never disliked a single map of. So it's very hard for me to call a favorite mapper. So yeah, there is that, I guess. I like most Quill maps, for example, but I don't know. I don't think he's my favorite mapper either. I really like Interlice's maps and Piratum's maps in general as well. I like Ravi maps a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I like. How about you, Yas? Yeah, you can also take a color referral. I don't mind that. Same thing as Tigers. Why do you hate my maps? I don't hate your maps, Ravi. What the hell? Juan, would you recommend a beginner to practice 4-key and 7-key currently, or focus on one and do the other later? Well, it depends. If you're interested in doing both, then do both. If you only want to do 4-key, then do 4-key. Like it's a very simple answer, obviously, but I can tell you if you just focus on 4-key, then you're not gonna transition into 7-key. You just won't like it. It will take you a lot of time to get used. Since your progress for 4-key will be so much faster, you will be frustrated. So if you want to do both, I'd recommend starting with 7-key and then maybe transition to 4-key, or just do both of them equally. And if you just want to specialize into one key mode, then just pick 4-key because it's easier. When are you going to map another Hellblind map? I never mapped a Hellblind map. Neither a Hellblind song. So... Or did I? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Is it hard to progress on multiple modes or nodes? Well, that depends on the person, obviously, but I didn't find much difficulty progressing through multiple game modes when I tried. Like, I got alright at Catch, Taiko, and Awesome by just playing the game when I had time back then. Sure, if you have certain specs like a mechanical keyboard or a tablet for also standard, it gets easier, but really it's just about practice. If you practice, you'll find progress. 2 months, let's go! Hey, Barvalian fanboy, thanks for the sub. Where can you see the standings? There's a stat sheet that Puffo just linked. Good job, Puff. Any good SB maps? I have a few like Tutorial, Wish Splash, and those are... But I need really good maps. Well, you can try SB maps of the Mania World Cups in general, they're alright. There are mappers like Coil that you might like. There are mappers like Toph, Daddy, Daiki. Those are the SB charters I would recommend to use. Zero to Snow has some good things. Gil Hermesiat. There are some charters. That's the only thing I can recommend. Charts in particular, I don't really remember from the top of my head. But those are very good mappers for SB's Evening as well. So you can search for that. Phew! I cleared up all the questions. That's insane. I didn't think I had enough time. There's still 3 minutes. But hey. I don't know how is Puff still alive, but honestly, if Puff's still alive and I'm still alive, we both have been here for about the same time, so... Just that Puff, I think, had a nap, and I didn't. So technically, I should be the one to be worried up. Who's my favorite composer? Oh... Depends. I mean, for rhythm gaming, I really like Uzao, and I really like Meme. Those two artists or composers are very good in my opinion. I like most of the songs that they do. Oh, Yas is also still alive. Props to her. How is she still alive? I have no clue, but she is. Oh, that's a cat. What is on the round of 16 map pool, Juan? Well, you can just go to the spreadsheet that the map selectors are using and check it yourself, right? Wait. And there goes the bottle away again. Alright then, we are almost there for the actual match here. 28 seconds for Singapore versus Mexico. So get prepared, as I'm waiting for the other commentator to show up, who's not showing up. Guess I'll solo. So, as I was talking about these two teams a little bit previously, Singapore and Mexico are facing each other here. High seed versus low seed team matchup. Most likely for the qualification by for now Jacket Sniffer, Yue, Polytetral, Ravili and Jose against Kaisteria, Plutes, Noire, Crystallize, Hellside and Manudekno. Those are the players for each team, and honestly this is probably one of the closest matches we're gonna see. If Mexico manages to not to choke, this is going to be very, very, very insane match. So grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, because this is popcorn worthy of a match. And it's also the last match of the stream. After this we'll have a break of about an hour until we get to see the match between China and Canada on stream. So yep, let's go straight into the gameplay now. This is a warm-up that exists. Dogman Singapore Dan by Cute Doggo. Super luminal difficulty. What is this song though? I never heard it before. This is sleep-inducing so far. I like the recorder. I'm confused because I'm listening to something in the background and I hear in the recorder. I'm like, is this the same thing, or I'm just having like a tab on YouTube playing another song and I forgot to close it? Will Singapore win best warm-up for 2 years in a row? Potentially. What? Okay then. Actually, really like this. I don't understand what you're saying, but it sounds cool. I don't even know what to say about this map. I had to see the map, but just listening to the song. Oh, this is 5.9 star rating, 5.3 OD and HP. That is something. Let's slow dance into the dark to this. Oh, I hear a Discord sound. Is someone joining me? Actually, yes. There will be a commentator joining me soon enough. Oh, this one gets pretty creepy quite quickly if there's some lag like noise showing right now. Oh, please don't! Nord, load up! Okay, I think we're good now. Third of the map we only missed. Hopefully that's not too bad for the meme. Those naps are quite crazy though. Let's judge this meme. What? Hold. Nice jacks, by the way. Oh. Oh, there's the recorder. Well, I told you guys that there was some commentator joining me soon, and he seems to be ready already. And what a way to introduce him other than calling him Ram!
Hey, I'm actually alive. Alive
Thank
and
God
well.
Thank God
Yeah.
you are. I cannot afford another commentator lose.
I was, and I was calling just some equipment to be ready. So here I am.
That's good, that's good. We just had a Singaporean warm-up here. Next one should be Mexico's. So, yeah, you didn't really miss much.
All right. I mean, I guess it's probably like the time is only like around 6 minutes ago, which should be like the match itself. So it's not even like the actual match. We're only just like going to warm ups.
Alright, here we have a second warmer here selected by Mexico. And this is I Can Stop the Loneliness, mapped by Game Boy Young, 4K Eternal difficulty. That's interesting. I didn't know that Gem actually mapped this.
Well, yeah, it's I guess you would call it kind of dumpy long notes because
Oh, this is like
it's kinda-
Penguin, but worse.
Nah, it's a pretty good one. I actually find this fun. To be fair.
Alright then. I'm waiting for it. I'm actually excited now that you mentioned that it's good. Want to see some noodles.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they are noodles.
Well, they are noodles, so it's
Like it's a gems map, so we should have noodles.
It surely does have.
Arriba las poderosísimas águilas del América. Yes.
Nice.
That's like a soccer club of Mexico, I think. Wait, is this Vibro? No, I don't think this is Vibro. This is not
this
Vibro, right?
Well, this is not Vibro. There's no
Cool.
Vibro section in any of this.
7-star, by the way.
Well, it is WB11, so it surely does have a star information.
I mean, in general, gems maps are pretty overrated, but 7 stars is... You have to be very overrated for a 7 star to not be that hard.
Yeah. Just to be sure, it does. It doesn't play a little bit.
Alright then, here we go. Oh, I like how Nor's having the old background. Is he gonna be playing the wrong map?
Maybe he is. Ooh, we got a little bit
Yes, he's
facing.
playing the wrong map. I remember the one time there was like a catch warm up or something, and the catch player was displaying a mania playfield while playing. That was
Oh yeah,
pretty funny.
I know that one. I think it was like 9 key or some sort in the playfield.
Yeah, it was very, very weird.
Also, this is kind of like this is like sped up version of it. So this has like 2 difficulties in that set. So it's generally not 7. It's not even 7 stars in the normal rate.
That's actually pretty fast streams, right? What BPM would that be? That's like 1618.
That's generally around 1618, yeah.
Like it's 16 with 18 burst, or at least it looks like it, or it's just very fast 14s. I actually don't really know. Like the BPM of this should be on the map card, but I'm not reading the map card. Doesn't really have all that much long notes actually though.
Well, yeah, the intro has like it's pretty small amount of long notes, but when the chorus kicks in, that's the fun stuff. And there we go. We still have kind of just a bit inverse and it's like just pretty much.
I like how this song sounds like so tame and so calm, and then it just goes extremely fast, and you have to like stress out so hard.
One of those styles of mapping where calm songs become a really kind
become
of being
Omega
a dumpy. Yeah. Now it's kind of full inverse, isn't it? Kind of.
Oh, there we go, the long nose spot's kicking in now. Not too tricky with Score V1, I'll say that much, but with Score V2 and OD5, this gets pretty tricky.
Now, of course, has now the LMs.
Oh, that was disgusting.
There we go.
That first column long note into like the 3-note very fast inverse with no spacing, that was bad.
Infinite Synthesis PTSD.
And I like how like Kaister is casually holding at 99.3.
Oh, he's very rehearsed of this, so he's fine. He's good. I mean, Viper is actually not doing that bad himself, though.
And he column logs. Well, not really that hard of a column log, but he dropped quite some accuracy there. And the song is almost over here. That was a map. That seemed like a serious warm-up, which I'm concerned about.
Well, at least
7.6 stars, 99% from Mitros or Kaister. That's interesting.
That score is actually pretty decent on score V2 at the very least. Would that happen on score V1? That would be a different story.
For sure, yeah. But now straight into the rolls and bans and picks. There we have it. Okay, seems like there was a 73 against 85, so Singapore wins the roll.
Yeah, looks like probably Mexico. I'm not actually sure Mexico will try to do like anything fancy about the band here.
So does Singapore want to pick first or second? That is the question.
Well, if it's fancy, you gotta like pick first, right? Because you really know who wants to ban first.
Yeah, they're gonna
you're
be picking first. Yeah, easy. They're gonna be banning second though.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, actually banning first is kind of like deserve like that kind of advantage to know what are they actually the weakness right off the bat.
So now Mexico's gonna be the first team to ban. I'm not really sure what they should go for. Maybe like they just want to knock batting shout out away due to the SV nature of it. But
Yeah,
considering that Singapore is pretty good all-rounder team, they might go for something like, I don't know, AK4? No, they're just going for batter show.
yeah, Basher is already just being the like the staple one to be banned anyways. Probably Singapore will try to like avoid hybrids, or at the very least, even they want to go like.
I can
another
see Singapore
ban.
banning actually Electro Peaceful here. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think Fire, but maybe something like those. Endymion, I don't know. It's very hard because Singapore have information about Mexico and the information is that they are very good. So they're gonna be banning Rory Slicers, it seems to be the case.
Alright. Got the obnoxious tech map out of the way. Probably just
What will
gonna
they
go-
pick? That's a completely different story though.
Yeah.
Will they go for like the safe Electro Peaceful pick, or maybe they try to something risky like April Showers? I feel like April Showers.
Hey, probably April Showers, yeah. Or even trying Magnolia as well. That could be a good one.
Well, Jack and Sniffer is joining here, so it seems like it's gonna beat Rise. Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
Electro Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Alright then. Trying to knock the riskier picks out of the way first, I see. This is the accuracy battle, and Mexico has very solid accuracy, so we'll see.
It's fairly low risk for a right pick, but given the mini jacks in there, it's when you drop accuracy in one of those mini jack sections, it's kind of like pretty hard to recover once you don't really know how to hit those mini jacks properly. Other than that, it's just pretty standard. Not too much in the way. Should be starting soon.
And there we go. It all comes down to this now, as we are starting with the official picks here. Electro Peace will be in the first one, Singapore. The team to pick first. We'll see if this pick works for them or not. In paper, I think Mexico has the better accuracy, but Mexico has been a very choke-worthy team in the group stage so far. So, and as you see, Noir finding the first miss of the match.
Alright. That's already a miss at the start there. Interestingly enough, there's like all players in the lobby. No one hits even like the 100% at the very start, but Hysteria finding another one. So that's not good. already like 25k-ish lead right now, just because of that 2 drops already.
Yeah, and I told you, man. I told you that Mexico is a team that is very prone to chokes, and I don't understand why. But that's the case for sure. And Singapore will capitalize out of that due to their consistencies. But if you check the accuracies in general, I think if you take out the misses... Oh, that's a miss from Jacket Sniffer. Okay, things are more equal now.
Okay, just a little bit there. Needs
Oh,
one more
doesn't
minute
have
to
remaining.
capitalize that.
Neuer's miss was pretty early into the map, so maybe with enough time Mexico can close this gap to a point where accuracy might be enough to overtake this. But I don't think they have enough time to make that move happen. Scores difference is shrinking, and it's slowly getting towards the blue side, but it's not quite there yet. It'll take a miss.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of accuracy drops for both Holy and Vibe right now, but needs more than that. There's like one more mini jack section at the very ending on the map.
Yeah, but I don't think that will be enough, even with misses. That's actually a fairly close call there. 6,000 points of difference. And again, and like I said, Mexico having the better accuracy, but the misses proving like no 200s, sure, but one miss for both Kaisteria and Neuer, and 100 for both Kaisteria and Plutes. So they are definitely out-acting here, the Singaporeans, but it's not gonna do it if you don't combo.
Funnily enough, like no one in the room is actually V1 double S. They have at least, at the very least, one of everything.
Oh, Mexico went straight for Apollo 11. They know that they have the better accuracy, and it's just a matter of.
Why is there on the banner?
Yeah, that happens more frequent than not.
It's a 7Q chart.
That looks like a. Oh my god. No. Client, please.
Alright, it looks like we probably should fix that or not.
Playing 7 key maps in the 4 key World Cup, that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Well, at least the client wants that to be a thing. Is the client actually foreseeing a World Cup for Mania that's involving multiple key mods? Is this...
looks
you
like
hear it first here, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like
Banchabot the Visionary. Perhaps
I mean,
future.
I mean, Banchabot can even foresee how the amount of 300s that players have, so... that's a PTSD chart, to be honest, because Politero mentioned it in the chat.
Alright, so we should be good to go now in about a moment. Apollo 11, even though the safe that is there is actually Apollo 11, I promise.
It's actually there, so don't worry. We're playing the right song at the very least.
Yeah. Where you can see the result from the game earlier, you can check stats. Like Pufffuck just linked there. That link should give you all the information you need for this tournament.
Pufffuck the savior.
And here we go. Time for some juicy jump streams here in Apollo 11. Probably the most physically demanding chart in the entire pool. And I honestly expect Mexico to be doing better on this, but again, misses happen.
Noah with a very strong start. Same with Hysteria as well. Well, like Jack Pepper also as well, tying like hand to hand.
I'm actually surprised that vv4now's accuracy is actually so low compared to everybody else. All the players in Mexico are holding above 99.91, which is like insane. And
Well,
Jacket Sniffer is
yeah.
just going mad mode. No rush on the jump drills there from the Mexicans.
These 3 columns there is actually very hard to even act properly.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be a problem for like the Mexicans at all. They're still about 99.9, and what is wrong with these accuracies? Sure, vv4now and Polytetral are both starting to recover from those early issues in terms of ratio, but overall, Plutz and Kaisteria are just slightly ahead. Even though Jacket Sniffer is holding the best accuracy in the lobby, it's not by much against Neuer. So this will come down to misses if they happen, or if they don't, then Mexico is having a pretty solid accuracy lead in this moment.
Well, the
So
outro is pretty much the show potential for everyone.
The outro is the game decider moment for sure. In matches like this, where there's no really any accuracy choke at all, like the worst player here is vv4now with 99.81. That's accuracy is extremely solid. So it will really come down to the ending. See if people start dropping almost 300s or 200s even on those mini bursts. So it will come down to that for sure, as you mentioned. Still a quarter of the song left.
Neuer is still battling against the highest accuracy in Singapore, but now he's already tying out.
Yeah, and here we go. This is the burst now. The burst time is about to happen. Will Mexico hold on through this? They need to not drop. I believe that's all it takes for them. They should be fine accuracy-wise. Can they do it though? No drops at all by anybody actually. I think vv4now dropped a 200, but he's the only one. The rest is doing quite fine. No misses yet. Can they hold it through the ending? Last burst is sections. And Mexico is looking to be pulling ahead and taking their own point for the first time.
Yeah,
Last jump drill, and there it is. What is that score by Mexico? Disgusting. 71 300s for Neuer, 78 300s for Jacket Sniffer, and 153 and 145. Those scores by Mexico are top seed material.
That's 4 v1SS on the board. Plut's not doing bad himself though with that ratio as well. It's just vv4now is kind of falling behind there.
Almost every single player in Mexico got above 99.9. That's ridiculous. The hardest map physically of the pool, and they managed to pull that off. Jesus. What a play there by Mexico.
There's only like 8,000 points away from being at 3 million. So that's a good time. That's showing that Mexico is a very strong team, despite being low seed. Let's see what actually Singapore is trying to take now. I would imagine probably the NG or vv4 at the stage, just because they are purely rice. Actually, vv4 is not being purely rice here. It's just they're kind of like rice enough that they have a low OB, in which in that sense makes it actually kind of better to accuracy too.
I'm honestly kind of sad that Mexico's a low seed. I really believe they should be a high seed. They are such a solid team. If only they didn't miss so often. Singapore now has the choice. I honestly think it's April Showers. I don't know why they're taking so long. Should easily be April Showers. Maybe Magnolia if they really want to, or Fire.
Yeah,
I think those are the 3 picks.
Choice. That could be.
They definitely want to avoid Endymion at all costs. They definitely don't want Endymion to be the next pick. That's a given.
But also, if given they're picking long notes, Mexico also has a really good long note team. Despite being the warm-up, we already showed that.
Yeah, but in terms of long run SVs early on, they might not have the most competent teams of all. But now we're going to see calling instead. Okay, Singapore are going straight for SVs.
Yeah, trying to finding a different ground here using SVs.
Alright then, we should be good to go here soon enough. We're seeing Yue now joining for Singapore, by for now leaving for this particular pick. We still have Polytetral and Jack Sniffer for the SV choice.
Yeah, same deals with the Mexicans as well. They have the same 3 players on the lobby. We're rolling with the 3rd pick now. Let's see if the choice goes favor Singapore. Quite a good strong start for Singapore, with Neuer kind of like falling a little bit behind with the low 99s. With the first SV section going on, it's looking like to be like where the scores might shift a little bit.
So far so good for the, I was about to say the Philippines, Singapore. On this particular map, they are very, very confident on this actually. Poly's accuracy is insane,
Yeah.
and so is Jack Sniffer's. Plut is trying his best, he's actually topping both of them. But Mexico wouldn't be able to, just by Plutz himself and Kaisteria, carry this map. They'll need the help from Neuer, and without 200s from the Singaporean side, I don't see that happen.
Yeah, with Neuer being the sole difference in the score lead right now, he just needs to recover and make Singapore drop a little bit more accuracy at that point. But it seems like they won't. Just because the SV sections are probably around the same as the first section. Yeah, they were solely ahead and we'll take that. It was a solid pick for him.
Oof,
for them.
look at those ratios
Ooh,
from
wow.
Singapore. Really solid.
That's really amazing. Amazing ratios all across the board. It's just because Neuer with having more 300s, which would carry the difference with 7 200s as well. See what Mexico was trying to go for, probably going for basically anything with Endymion or some sort.
Yeah, I honestly expect the Endymion to be the pick here, no doubt.
Or if they're adventures, they're going framework. Alright.
Well, that's fine too. I like this pick as well. I think Endymion and framework were the best picks for Mexico, so going for one or the other first doesn't really matter too much.
This pick is kind of a bait in the middle section, because I hate those long nuts in the middle. Especially typically with very high OD as well, so they're not easy to even get green with properly. Should be going to start soon with the same players in the lobby. Same for Singapore, they're having UA set by for now.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit quiet. Having some things dealing in the background, so I don't really want people to hear the noise. But we should be going now for framework. Fourth pick of the match here. Singapore trying to find a breakpoint out of Mexico, but it's just not happening. Mexico's playing really well on their own pick so far. And I think framework will be no exception. It comes down to those long notes mostly, but if Mexico doesn't miss, I think their accuracy alone will carry them through this one.
It's mostly just uneven snaps and long notes being a deciding factor, but other than that, it's a very risky choice. Even that long notes in the middle section might have been like the the deciding factor, and the accuracy will probably favor Mexicans more, or at least if Singapore can handle that.
So if you put each side, this Jacket Sniffer versus the Saints, UA versus Kaisteria, almost same. And there's 0.07% act in favor of the Mexicans here. Polytetral is having a little bit of difficulties here, dropping a couple 200s there, dropping below the 99.70. That's gonna give a bit of a boost to Mexico.
And looks like we are going long notes now. Couple drops from Mexico, especially from Norm.
Very solid. They really needed to combo through that, and now the fact that they do it, it's gonna help them a lot, because the rest is just accuracy really. It's mostly core jack oriented patterning, so I don't see them losing this.
Solid. Oh, they'll have to choke. Shrinking a little bit. The gap is shrinking a little bit there. It's like only 3k just before the break.
There's still like about 0.1% of difference, so it's gonna take more than just this little flickering on the grace notes to pull ahead here. But Noir is having a bit of difficulties. They are rushing a little bit this pattern, so it could easily go to Singapore if they have enough time. Noir is rushing a lot right now.
200 right now, yeah. Oh, the gap is hitting.
Jack and Sniffer is trying to pull it off. Gap is shrinking. It's shrinking. Will this be the chance for Singapore to find a breakpoint? They have been waiting for it. Will they get it? There's no much more map left. I don't think they have enough time here. Noir has established themselves.
The gap is really shrinking right now.
Oh, 700 points.
669 points. Wow.
669 points in favor of Mexico. That was a very close call there. Plut's overtaking UA in terms of a 1v1, but Jacket Sniffer with the better ratio, taking out Kaisteria. It was just those two 200s by Polytetral. Those extra 200s causing this lose. I think with only two, they would have gotten it. But no, Mexico manages to take their own pick once more. Probably the most dangerous of their options.
Yeah. Like, they're very adventurous with their picks. So I believe that probably there are better picks out there, but this one is just dangerous. And even Polytetral taking too much damage. So that would mean Mexico will getting the pick. Singapore's choice. There's like quite a lot of picks out there, so I'll be going for long notes this time.
Are they going for April showers? Come on.
April showers, meaning that Rafael must play his own map, their team, I guess.
They can go for Magnolia though, that's fine too, but come on, bring the
Yeah.
long team up. I think it's gonna be April showers though, I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah, either the two of the long ones will be potentially either of those two. And the other picks being update or again fire is also like a triggering staccatos in between.
if I had to guess, the two following picks for both teams would be April showers and Magnolia for Singapore, and Endymion and Fire for Mexico. Perhaps they want to swap Fire with Arc 4.
Well, yeah, the triggering staccatos that I was mentioning before. We got a lot of bruhs in the chat right now.
Bro. And it's April showers, there we go.
There you go, we got
Is Ravi
expected,
actually
yeah.
going to play his own map?
we'll see.
I will assume so.
And there he
Yep,
is. PTSD, I guess. Maybe.
But hey, they are forcing a swap on Mexico. I don't know if that's a good news or bad news, because the other player that was there was very consistent. And Hellside, he has played on a tournament that I hosted back in 2014, I think it was. That's the last thing I saw about him.
Ooh, yeah.
You can't really say much about a performance of 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 seasons ago is pretty much
It's
a
a
long
very
year.
long time. Like back then, long nodes were not even a thing. Like nobody did map pulls with long nodes. Everything was just pure rise.
Yeah, it was not the current meta, so I guess that's fair.
Yep. Like SBs were actually a thing because actually SBs were like the first type of maps in Mania. Surprisingly, key sounded SB maps.
But yeah, key sounded things are genuinely very good for some reason.
Is Ravi raving his own Ravi map?
Well, we'll see how actually his own map comes into play.
I doubt he will get a very good ratio, but he can probably full combo this. We'll see.
Well, I mean, he's kind of.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Hellside.
that was a Hellside and Noir actually as well. All Singaporeans holding strong.
Yeah, but that intro from Hellside definitely hurting the Mexicans quite so much. But he's recovering slowly, so if a miss happens here,
Oh,
there is
200
room for
again.
recovery.
Whoa, there's a lot of 200s by Hellside. There's already two 200s being dropped on the 3-column inverse.
No drops so far here. Singapore has a very solid lead now. The accuracy is way better than the Mexicans. And this is what I was
Raise.
talking about. This is the reason pretty much why Singapore is the high seed and not Mexico. The versatility of Singapore and the tournament experience definitely helps to push their seeds up.
Noise
And right
back
here-
down below 99.
Yep, Norris struggling quite a lot to get this release timings right, and there's no misses from Singapore.
Rage,
So it doesn't really
Rage-
matter if they drop 200s, they just need to
Yeah.
not drop combo at all.
Rage dropping gradually as well though. That's kind of dangerous because I think he might have hit very early just because of combo.
But that is fine really at this point. If you just combo the entirety of the map, then there's no chance for Mexico to catch up here. The accuracy is way too low. So only misses will save the Mexicans here, and I don't see misses happening. And if they do, even one miss will not be enough. They won't do the trick. They will need like 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3 misses
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh no! Wow. Okay, there's miss from Mexico there, which that would
Yeah.
mean the giving a further lead to Singapore, and that I think is probably too late even because the song is gradually slowed down.
And that is a victory indeed for Singapore. Triple full combo on April Showers is actually fairly good. The ratio from for Rave, as I said, not as solid, but the full combo is what matters here. He still gets like the 4th best score in the lobby, and that is more than enough for Singapore. Actually, look at that. Only 1/300 of difference between my4 now and Kaisteria. Pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's only a 43-point difference.
43 points of difference, yeah.
That's how 300 values work on that. That's interesting. And Rave instantly swapping out, it looks like. Because he might have done his purpose other than Magnolia.
Straight into Endymion. No surprise here.
Yeah, the obvious choice for Mexico right now is between Endymion and Fire. And that would be the two picks that they were gonna go for. And Zeus coming back, swapping health side. Jack Sniffer going back as well.
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe Fire is not the best thing they can go after this if they win this, because sure, they're gonna probably out-accuracy Singapore on it, but it's a map that is fairly easy to mind block and drop combo on, so they might want to go for something maybe harder to accuracy, but slightly easier to combo, like Update instead. Definitely not Arc 4 though, it's a long map and that's not what you want to do if you are not that consistent.
Yeah, Arc 4 has some wacky timing with the offsets and things, and especially with having to handle staccatos a lot there, it's gonna be really hard to preserve accuracy, just in the long run at the very least.
Will Singapore find a breakpoint this time, or will still be a back and forth battle on their own picks? This could easily go to tiebreaker if things keep going like this.
Yeah, unless people actually just chose something that could be actually unfortunate. But let's hope, because this will easily go to tiebreaker. That.
Yeah, without chokes, I'm pretty sure Singapore takes Magnolia, and without chokes, I'm pretty sure Mexico takes Endymion. I'm not sure if they will take the rest of the maps, though. I think they should be able to take Fire, but I'm not 100% confident. And I think Update will be on their favor, but not so much. So, in theory, if both teams play at their absolute best, I believe we have a tiebreaker here in our hands.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, but for now it's switching out to UA. Just maybe for act purposes, I believe, because I think by for now it might be not the strongest in accuracy.
I think I'm not going to log the chart, but I saw some scores from him. He was not as consistent as he wanted to be on this map, so I can see the change being that big concerning. Maybe giving him some rest as well, because they kind of need to win the next map if they don't win this one to at least ensure the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's fair. Of course, Mexico needs to win this, or else it's going to be a morale breaker because Singapore will be down to a match point. Or in that case, Singapore will probably have an easier choice to go for, which is probably Magnolia in that case. But here we go. Pick number 6. Out of possible, none.
Alright then, and here we go. Endymion, probably the last bullet for Mexico in terms of safe picks. Right now after this, Mexico will only have two hybrid choices to go for. Assuming that Singapore picks Magnolia, of course. Oh, but that miss from Kaisteria. That was a very strange one, actually.
Yeah.
on a triple, and a very random triple. Maybe he's
might
keyboard
have been-
ghosted. That's the only reason I can see that miss happening.
Yeah, with that miss on a triple, that is devastating.
Did he completely miss the triple? Because his accuracy is way too low for a player that only missed and didn't choke any other portion of accuracy. That seems like more than one miss.
Yeah, that's like already like 15k lead for Singapore right there. So that's the sole reason like they're actually dropping a lot of accuracy, just because of the triple that he missed through. You already see like 12k lead. It's kind of shrinking a little bit.
Yeah, other than the miss here from Kaisteria, Neuer is tying Jacket Sniffer and Pluto is outplaying Yue by just the smallest of margins. Oh, whoa, Polly! That was a miss?
That's a pretty good, that's a pretty rush there.
Yeah, that was
So
a
that was-
big drop there. Oh, another one!
That was swing over to Mexico.
Oh, the trills. The trills for Polly, proving to be a little bit too much. And then the rolls right afterwards. Completely destroying her play. And now
Yeah.
it's an uphill battle again for Singapore. If they want to take this one, they'll need some misses.
Police got catch off guard with those trills, and there's probably not a lot. There's probably only split jump trills in between there. This is their only chance to recover, but that doesn't seem to be like it. Mexico will also take this point.
Wow, that's a drop and a half by Polly Tetrol. She's probably feeling very mad at herself. Those
Mexico-
two misses.
Mexico should
Yikes.
be way thankful for that. Mexico should be way thankful for that miss.
I mean, honestly, if you take out the misses from Kaisteria and Polly, this would have been a win for Mexico as well. Not by much, but it would have been a win. But wow. This could be a tiebreaker. This could easily be a tiebreaker.
We're still tied on a deadlock here. We have 3-3. That would be Bifrost instantly switching for Jacket Sniffer, and that would be a Magnolia, looks like.
Yeah, I don't see
Or
any other
UAE.
choice. It has to be Magnolia. I don't see any other safe choice for them. Oh man,
Yeah, this
there is a
only
Magnolia
4
pick.
picks. There's Magnolia, yep. That would leave only 3 picks for the Mexicans to pick for. And that
It's
is not
Polly.
easy. That's not.
Is Polly actually going to choke away this map? I mean, at the end of the song, watch me cry and choke away. Oh no. I am already seeing. I have seen this future. Like, you know that scene with Doctor Strange. I've seen like
Oh, yeah.
10 million futures. There's only one where Polly doesn't choke this.
Oh,
Will
man,
we
that's-
see that future?
That's big sad if that happens. But hopefully it does. Hopefully Polly doesn't, because this is a crucial pick. It's a crucial point for Singapore, or else it's a morale breaker.
Yeah, they cannot afford to lose this. They need to win this, ensure at least a tiebreaker, and be done with their picks.
I like how Magnolia with the lyrics is kind of like suited, well suited for that.
Who we cursing this time, Halogen? Well, I kind of casted my hex on Polly in a way or two.
I don't really want to, because this match is so good actually.
Yeah. So let's do it this way. Let's cast Foresight in one of these players. Let's say that Crazy Neuer is gonna miss in the combo 928.
No,
See?
that's too
Okay.
precise. That's too
Okay.
precise. Well, Viper now
we
has a really good score.
We are doing it.
Actually, Neuer with fairly low accuracy at the very start. Shaky going on there. Reveal as well, which kind of like making the
Yeah.
things look
Ravi's
the
actually
same.
struggling a little bit here in the intro for sure. His accuracy on long nose is not as solid as I mentioned before, but hopefully he can full combo, and full combo will be enough, I think. But
Noe
this chart
already
is
dropped-
fairly easier in terms of comboing through, so accuracy might be enough for Mexico to pull ahead if they
Oh,
can
Noe
just keep their
dropping
combos up.
a lot there. It's now just flat 99. Barely watch out because they're probably the inverse is probably gonna kill his accuracy even more.
You know when they have to watch out, when the 928 combo is about to happen. That's the point, they have to watch out.
No! Please don't.
I'm saying it now. I said it before the map started. We're approaching that moment. 850 was Halogen's call on Hell's side and it's not working. Singapore is
Not
holding
working.
quite a decent lead. Oh, he didn't
Nice.
miss. Okay,
He
he
did.
didn't. He survived the force side.
I would say Polytetral is having a decent time with his accuracy, with their accuracy as well, though. But
Very
I mean,
solid
the second is the second.
Actually,
is
it's
difficult
really
because
close. Wait, this is really close.
Oh, Ray's
Hold on.
actually dropping to 99.3.
Hold on,
That-
Ravi's accuracy is so low compared to Noe, they're pretty much equal. It comes down to Kaisteria versus Viper now. A single accuracy drop here by the Singaporeans could be enough.
Noise the 200 act drop by Noy there. There's only
Oh, Ravi's keeping those 200s out, but Noe is hitting them, and that's gonna be it. Oh my god, Singapore takes it, but wow, that was very close and I didn't even notice.
it's just
Oh.
cut down. The difference is just cut down just because Rave is dropping so much accuracy.
1-200! Oh,
Rest in peace, V1SS. But that would be for free, and Mexico has only three choices remaining, and there are no safe picks left for them to pick.
so is it Fire? Is it Update? Or is it R4? I think it has to be Fire. I will argue that Update could also be considered, but it has to be one of those two. I don't see Arc 4 being the longer pick with some LN material. The choice that Mexico wants to make, and they're going for Fire as expected, straight for accuracy. They're hoping for no chokes, because I believe if there are no chokes, Mexico will take this to tiebreaker. They have the better accuracy in general.
Yeah, that would leave two ignored picks being Arc or an Update. Jacket Skipper is definitely coming back to this.
Will Singapore manage to close the gap with a foul breakpoint at the very end of the match? Or will Mexico force a tiebreaker?
And now we're actually seeing a different swap in roster actually. Now Singapore there's no Polytetral, there's only UA right now.
No poly, okay.
Interestingly enough.
Very tight accuracy battle we're gonna see here, I believe. Yue being the accuracy specialist, joining for Singapore alongside Jacket Sniffer and By4 now. They have been on the top of their games, their ratios have been incredible, but so were Mexico's. On maps like Endymion, on maps like Apollo 11, they had ridiculously good accuracies, and it all comes down to Fire now to force a tiebreaker, do or die for Mexico, as they are facing the gates of qualification are right there in front of them. If they can take this and the tiebreaker, they can move through. But if they lose this, they are out of the tournament. They cannot afford to lose this map. Last choice for Mexico, last chance for them to force a tiebreaker here. Fire will be the tech choice decided by Mexico, the hybrid pick. The very easy to mind block intro is about to take place now.
It's do or die for Mexico. I don't know, bye for now. What is happening? Okay, there's a little bit desync, so we should be kind of fine. There's more desyncs.
Oh, this is not gonna be good. This is gonna come down to like this desync synchronizing, and that's gonna be very bad. Singapore probably has a very big disadvantage when it comes to the tiebreaker, actually. So they're kind of on a do or die situation too, because if they lose this, the tiebreaker, it's gonna be very hard task for them to overcome.
They're basically even same accuracy. So even with these things, it's gonna be really close.
Yeah, we can only judge the score difference by the accuracy in between these players. Yue is pretty much tying Noi, Jack Sniffer is pretty much tying Plutes, and Kaiser is pretty tying Vi4 now. I think Singapore is holding a very small lead of about 0.06, 0.07 accuracy. But again, the mini jacks are about to take place right now, and they're the trickiest part to act the entire map. Can they hold this up? It's the question. Can Singapore force the win, or will be a tiebreaker forced by Mexico? Vi4 now hitting the break here, 99.90. The skyrocketing act from Jacket Sniffer might just be enough to pull them ahead. As it stands, Mexico.
Accuracy a little bit there. Yue is
yes, you're right.
Well.
Oh, Noi is actually overtaking Yue now. And it's tied between Kaisteria and Vi4 now. Jacket Sniffer has to hold that accuracy up as much as he possibly can to outweigh that difference between him. Will that be enough? We have to wait for Vi4 now to think at the very ending. Jacket Sniffer finishes. It comes down to Vi4 now. Will he do it? Is the sync gonna happen? I think he does it. If he doesn't choke, that is. And the last note, on the last note, he takes it. 400 points. 75 for this Jacket Sniffer with a 37 play. 75 for Vi4 now. What a show here from Singapore. They pull their guns. The very tight accuracy battle here between these two teams ended up favoring Singapore against the odds. Wow. What a way to end this.
Only 440 points. That's insane for a difference.
That was a very, very, very close match. Oh my lord. The desync from Vi4 now, making it very exciting until the very last second. Jacket Sniffer, the accuracy specialist, sure has to take some credit out of this win. That play, 37 300s, no more, no less. Insane accuracy by him, providing Singapore with a ticket to advance to the next stage. What a performance. And props to Mexico, obviously. Kudos to them.
Yeah.
Because they really showed off here. They had a very solid opponent like Singapore in front of themselves, and they still managed to pull it off. Winning 3 maps and getting knocked out right at the very end. But nonetheless, Mexico doing a really good job.
Stars showed that this is actually 4-4, so it's definitely 5-3 in Singapore's favor. So props to both teams here, as they're playing their real play performances.
That was a good game, man. I'm glad we ended up casting this. I didn't sleep, but it was for good reasoning.
That was indeed a very good game. Like, especially if you know these players, they know what their real weaknesses. They really know that what their skills are. It's just really fun to watch.
So that's it for the matches for this block. We'll be continuing with the stream with coverage for China versus Canada in about 57 minutes from now. I won't be around anymore. This being it for my casting of the weekend. I believe until next round I won't be around anymore. But I'm glad that I'm exiting with this match, honestly. It was very good.
It was definitely really good. Also, I think might be Azer is also commentating the next match. And I'll also not be around for the match as well. So I guess gotta wait for it. Next few blocks coming up.
But yeah, that was a pretty insane match over there. For recap, we also had Australia versus Venezuela and Brazil versus Taiwan playing alongside this one. Australia won by default against Venezuela, so it's a 5-0 for them. And Brazil taking 5 points in a row against Taiwan, making them the top of the group. Actually, they won against Chile, they won against Taiwan. They are only missing the match against Finland, I think. So if they can take that one, they will be topping their group.
Definitely.
But now only China versus Canada remains for this night shift, and I hope you all enjoyed the stream so far. It's been a pleasure to commentate that game with you, Rem, as always.
Yeah, as always as well. Likewise.
But that's being it for us for now. Hope you all join us at 5 UTC for China versus Canada. Pretty important match as well there, because it's high seed versus low seed, and those matches are always very important. Like with the one we just saw.
Yeah.
Between Singapore and Mexico. So I hope to see you all there. Hope you had fun, and I hope you still have fun and enjoy the rest of the group stage with the rest of the crew. So for me has been it. I'll see you in the next stream.
Yes.
Bye bye.
We are signing off.